Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your Jayfeather X17Z hybrid travel trailer. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A few things taken into consideration. On your campsite, leave plenty of room for your awning to come in and out. On both ends, leave room for your bunk areas to fold down. Then I want you to think about where your power and water connection is going to be. Your water is going to be just in front of your tire on your off-camp side or your driver's side of your tow vehicle, and your power all the way at the rear on the driver's side of your tow vehicle. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive, first thing you do is level your unit. If you have a docking light, so you arrive at night, simply raise or lower the unit until you're level. Now you do have a rubber stopper here. If you lose power, peel this rubber stopper up. Right up underneath there, this hand crank will run that up and down if you lose your power. So once you've got your unit level, that's what we're going to do is stabilize it. On all four corners of the unit, you have these stabilizing jacks. So put the hand crank on and crank these down. You can use a drill gun or an impact driver. I just recommend when you get to the bottom, you slow down. Remember, these are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. You only want to bring them down to your stable. I recommend jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot blacktop in the summer, keep them from sinking in the ground. Grab a 4-pack of those with your 10% off coupon, put them down, run all 4 of them down. Got your unit level and stable. We can go ahead and hook up our power and water. Back to your unit, 30 amp service. The way these plug in now, they go in at an angle. Once they're in, twist them to the right, put on your black washer. At the end of your 30 amp, in your convenience pack will be a 30 to 110 adapter if you need to plug in at home. Let's hook up our water. At the campsite, you hook up to the city water connection. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Always use this when putting fluid into your unit. Hook it up here, hook up your hose, but don't turn your hose on yet. Come right down here to your hot water heater. All we're going to do at this point, this whole door will come right off. All we're going to do at this point is learn how to open them. Is make sure our drain plug's back in. You may have left it out from last time you were camping. Get that back in there snug. Once that's in there snug, you can go ahead and turn your hose on. If your hose has been on for a little while, go inside. Open up your hot water tap. Once water's coming out of there, it's going to be cold, but once it's coming out of there, you know your hot water heater is full. Air is out of the lines, and you can go ahead and turn on your hot water heater from indoors. There is an on-off electric element down here. Only time you want to turn this on is if you're hooked up to 110. Turn that on out here as well as indoors. Reset buttons. If your hot water heater doesn't seem to be working, come out and look. These may be bubbled out. If they are, press it back in. And then your pressure release valve. Let's say you're going to go camping, you're not going to use city water. You're going to go dry docking and use potable water. Fresh water tank is right here. No need for a water pressure regulator here. 2 ways to tell when it's full. You can just fill it with a hose. 1, there's a overflow valve here, or 2 on the inside where you check the levels of your tanks. Press your fresh water button and that'll tell you when this is full. Just remember, using potable water is when you're going to want to turn on your water pump. Don't turn your water pump on when using city water. It's already pressurized. Now let me walk you around the unit, show you the rest of the outside. Again, hot water heater, an outdoor shower, fresh water, city water, and a couple low point drains. City water low point drains, fresh water low point drain. That's a flue for your furnace. If you run your furnace to clear that, it does get hot. Access panel to the back of your fridge. Black tank flush, we'll talk about that when leaving the campsite. Cable inlet, there's your dump tanks. Sewage hose stores in here. Your back bed, you bring this one down. You do lock that with your deadbolt. So if you open the handles, bring it down towards you. It sets on its own, it's better not to let it slam. Pull them down. Coming around this side, there's a light for your step, which will pull out. Straight towards you. Straight one-handed. They have a light for at night. Outdoor speakers. This is a vent for your microwave. Prep for a TV too. You can hook up a TV out here, 110s and cable. A lip for a grill along with a quick connect. Your pass-through storage that's accessible, or not pass-through, it's accessible up underneath your bed. That's how your hitch work. Your propane does have a cover. It is on a regulator. Simply point it toward the tank you wish to be using. Lefty loosey to open. Check your battery post. Make sure those haven't wiggled loose over time. There's your spare tire. Prepped for solar down here. Plug in a solar panel there and that'll trickle charge your batteries. That about covers everything on the outside. Let's take a look on the inside. Got this end already opened up for you. We'll go in and show you how to pop that out. So stepping inside your unit, first thing I like to point out is where the fire extinguisher is. Make sure that you and everyone who's camping with you knows the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway. As you come in, turn on your living room lights. Starting at the top on your control panel here. There's your brand new battery. Here's where you check your fresh tank. Tell when your potable water's full. These are your black and gray tanks. Here's where you turn on your hot water heater if you're hooked up to electric. Hot water heater if hooked up to gas. Your water pump if using potable water. Awning light, living room light. There's your awning light. I'm gonna run your awning out. It's a little windy today, but I want to show you how far to run these out. So you'll see gray, which is on top of the awning. You only want to run that out until you see this white flap fall down. See your black bar, you know you're out far enough. And run that back in quickly. I'll show you on light off. Running back in. And that's with the rest of the unit. So dual sinks. You do have a lot of individual lighting here. Self-explanatory microwave. Fan and light above your stove top here. This glass top makes an excellent backsplash. Panel light, turn it on. You notice when you turn on your flame, it turns from blue to red. Hit your spark over here, and there's your flame. Same thing on the oven. Turn this to light, hit your spark over here. That'll light your oven, then just set it to the desired temperature. And you also have an oven light. Individual lighting here. And your sofa jackknifes down to a bed. Lift up and fold down. Let's set your bunk area up. We'll start up here in snaps. We'll unhook these. Inside your mattress here will be a bar. You have this curve on one end, this curve on the other. We want that pointed up. And this is going to connect into my bar down here. See if I can get that up and show it to you. Pull this mattress right up out of the way. Alright, so down in here, make sure my end is pointed up. Just gonna snap that right in there and lift that up. Push it out. Clamp that right in there and fold your mattress out. Repeat the same thing on the other end. Your sofa here will jackknife into a bed. Access to your outdoor storage. Pull forward on the back while I'm lifting that down. Use Velcro up here. More one-touch lighting. There's your smoke alarm. Your RV technology sound system. Bluetooth. Put it on AM FM. See if you can pick up anything out here. Yeah, we're in the basement. Anyway, whatever's blue is on, so it's on the outside. Now everything's off. Bluetooth, AM, FM. Nice sound system. Over here, if you hook a TV up, make sure you either have this set to cable or antenna. Your thermostat here. Turn your heat on. Turn it back off. You'll notice it'll take a few minutes for your heat fan to shut off. Here's your AC. Crank that up. It feels amazing out here right now. Make it a heat strip as well. Your Furrion fridge. There's your furnace release. Come back here on the wall before I go into your bathroom. Here's your 12 volt carbon monoxide propane detector. And the reason I mentioned this 12 volt, it's always running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day, disconnect one of your battery posts to keep this from running your battery down. Below that, access panel to your breaker box and fuses. Recommend having some of those with you on hand when you go camping. So I want to mention in your bathroom is where your 110 with GFCI resets at. You have your light. Hand crank open exhaust fan. That about covers everything on the inside. Let's act like we're getting ready to leave the campsite. All we're going to do here is release that. Could pull the mattress forward first. Fold that in half and flip it up towards you. Then you can go ahead and pull that bar forward. Set this bar down inside your mattress. And we turn our clamps back up. You see the furnace just shut off. Takes a couple of moments. Does that on all trailers. Clamp these up here. And then when we lift from outside, that'll come right up. So let's come here, shut off our living room lights, and then we can see all the individual lighting that we need to go through and shut off. This is on mute. If you hold that button in, it shuts it off. All of our lighting's off. We can go outside and lift up our beds. Now you're going to close these up. A little easy with two people. There's one. Corners off. Biggest thing is you want to make sure all your canvas is tucked in. On the bottoms. Repeat the same process up front. As I said, when first tucking on each side, it's a little easier, but you can accomplish it as one if you take your time. Again, closed up. Bring our steps up. Bring up our stabilizing jacks. Unhook your cable and water. Once your water's been unhooked, if you're out dry docking, go ahead and dump that low point drain. If you're city, go ahead and dump those. Come to your hot water heater. Open up your pressure release valve and dump all the water out of there. Once that's done, make sure this handle's back down, otherwise your door won't go back on. And then you can pull your drain plug. Remember to put your door back on. Hook up your hitch and head on up to the dump station. Park accordingly at the dump station. Your dump is going to be right behind your tires on your driver's side. Hook up your hose, 10-foot hose. Hook it up and pull your black tank first. That's your right handle. After it sounds like that black tank's no longer draining, come up here to your black tank flush. Again, use your water pressure regulator and hook up the hose at the dump station there. Let it run for a good 5 minutes. That's going to wash all that black nastiness out of your black tank. Unhook that hose, come down here, close your black handle, and then pull your gray handle. It's going to be your cleaner water, it's your sinks and your showers. That'll clean your sewage hose out for you. Store it in a nice sanitary place and head on home. Again, thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Jayfeather for many years to come. Happy camping.